Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the new world's blackest paint called Musou Black. It absorbs over 99.2% of visible light. So I'm going to be painting some stuff with Musou Black and comparing it to Black 3.0 and Singularity. And then I'm going to be painting an entire room with Musou Black and putting a light bulb in it and seeing what happens. Well, actually not an entire room because that would take a lot of paint, but a box that's going to represent a room painted in Musou Black with a light in it. Okay, so I love the descriptions on this. It gives you all the instructions for how to use the paint, and it says, don't become a ninja by using this paint. That's one of the warnings. It's pretty funny. Okay, let's see this. Now that is cool. That is some black paint. That is so cool looking. Already off the bat, this looks much darker than Black 3.0. Looks like I don't even need multiple coats on it. Now you can still see the contours of it pretty well because it's still wet, so it's glossy a little bit, but let's see what it looks like when it dries. Okay, here we go. Here's an apple painted with Musou Black. This is amazing. Look how it just disappears. You can't even tell what I'm holding. You can't see any contours of it whatsoever. So cool. That is so cool. Look at this from all angles here. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Okay, this is my favorite thing I've ever painted. This is so cool. So this video isn't sponsored or anything, they just sent me a sample to try out their paint because they saw some of my other videos. And I gotta say, this stuff is pretty amazing. So what we just saw was Musou Black painted on with a paintbrush on the apple. But this is Musou Black painted with an airbrush. And you can notice a slight tint darker. So it's actually a lot blacker if you airbrush it compared to painting with a paintbrush. Now this is pretty amazing to me. This is much blacker than Black 2.0. It actually compares pretty well to Singularity. So Singularity, I showed in a previous video, this is not a paint, but it's grown through a chemical vapor deposition process, and it gets a very black surface on here, comparable to Vanta Black. And it's quite amazing how black this Musou Black is compared to Singularity. So just with my eyes looking at this, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I actually can't tell a difference between the Musou Black and the Singularity here. In fact, in some ways, the Musou Black looks darker than Singularity. Put it right on top of each other here. But this is pretty amazing. This looks like just completely black. I can't see any reflection on it whatsoever. Now Singularity, you can't see any surface on it either, but it's amazing that this is actually just a paint that's been airbrushed on here. Or if you want to paintbrush it on, you can as well, but it has a little lighter tint than the airbrush. It's pretty cool. I'm actually quite surprised at this. It's amazing that there's actually a paint that compares to Singularity out there. It's so awesome. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and paint a box with Musou Black. So I've just done one layer of just black paint already. Now let's just use the Musou Black to paint over this and see how dark we can actually get it in the box. And then we're gonna put a light bulb inside and see what happens. What will it look like on the walls in there? Okay, so I have my flashlight on and I'm going to be putting it in the box and looking what it looks like through a small hole. This is so weird. It looks like I'm shining this outside and that's the moon in the sky or something. It's completely black. It's reminiscent of the night sky. You can't see any contours of the box whatsoever. So cool. Okay, the camera is inside there with the light bulb. It looks like the moon out a window or something. That is so weird. Hey everyone, thanks for watching another episode of the Action Lab. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments section. And if you haven't subscribed yet, remember to hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I release my latest video. And check out theactionlab.com to see the Action Lab experiment boxes. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.